Donald Trump. Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump's fault. Well, it's because of Donald Trump.
Madam Vice President, in 2019, you did support illegal immigration. You supported them applying for driver's licenses, qualifying for free tuition, free health care. Do you still support that now?
That was 5 years ago.
But you selected Tim Walz as your running mate, and he made that a state law. Does that mean you're in support of illegal immigration currently? Wouldn't you say that that's what that is?
That was like 2 weeks ago. What's your point?
It's not really relevant how long ago it was. It was during your vice presidency, and you allowed these illegals into the country happily. You encouraged the border crisis.
Donald Trump is unstable, and I've always been clear about that.
Hi everyone, so I want to talk about an interview that Kamala had on Fox. Okay, and I'm just really happy that she had this interview because it's just let everyone know who she is. She put on this fake persona like she's nice, sweetheart. You know, she's care about Americans and all these things, and President Trump is bad. But you know what I realized watching this interview? I realized that they didn't believe that Trump was going to make it this far. They didn't plan for this, and this is why she's not doing good. They planned to either lock him up or to get rid of him. So because of that, they didn't have any prolonged plan during this time where she's supposed to be supposedly winning. Apparently, out of all the Democrats that ran against the Republican, she's doing the worst among black men. Why? Because black men are not woke. Do you know that black people are more conservative than any other race? And the Democrat Party has ran away from the center. They are so far left that black men will not allow them. And thank you, black men, for standing up, because this is how it's supposed to be. Men are supposed to be the head, okay? So because of this, a lot of black men are not standing up to all this wokeism, okay? And I realized that when Kamala was doing bad, they sent out Barack Obama, who didn't do nothing for black people. All he caused was a lot of division. But anyway, apparently he basically came out of his hiding, out of his mansion, not in Chicago anymore, because what he's trying to tell black men is that, well, you should vote for Kamala because she had your experiences.
That seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. Who's had to work harder and do more.
Whoa, now what's happening with y'all like that? Check this out. Here we go again. If it ain't one thing, it's another. They back with the bull. So you got Kamala and Obama. Obama's on the campaign trail with Kamala. He trying to push her over the finish line. Let it go, big dog. Your face card ain't no good in the community no more.
The elites want Kamala Harris in. Donald Trump is a nationalist. They don't want nationalism. They want internationalism. The elites want international banking, international military. So they are going to cause this chaos right now. So voter turnout will be extremely low. So Kamala Harris can be snuck into the White House in the back door.
Let's talk about the interview. I'm so glad she had this interview, guys. Literally the first question, immigration. He she's like, how many people you think you let in this country? She went word salad times 3.
Illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of discussion that people want to rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but
right
do you,
now,
just a number. Do you think it's 1 million, 3 million?
Brett, let's just get to the point. Okay, the point is that we have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your Homeland Security Secretary said that 85% of apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have
it's a
an
rough
immigration
estimate of 6 million people
that
have been
needs to be-
released into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get to the question. I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came into office, your administration immediately reversed a number of Trump border policies.
Okay? Like, she didn't have any answers. And whoever is running Kamala campaign, you guys need to be ashamed of yourself. This lady been running for 3 months now, and she still don't know answers to these questions that she knows people gonna ask her about. This is the worst president. I believe I believe Biden is the worst president in America history. What he did to us, our country, is a total disaster. A total disaster. And I truly believe that the Democrats, they purposely did this so they could get that vote. No one could convince me otherwise. Nobody could convince me. That's exactly what they did. But the thing with Kamala is that she said everything was Trump but Trump. And I love Breer, hopefully that's how you pronounce his name, how he told us, like, yo, you were in power the last 3 years. What do you mean move forward? Move forward from what? Here, did you guys not see Candace Owens videos on YouTube?
Do you guys understand, like, what I am piecing together here? It is my view today that Kamala Harris descends from a long line of wealthy slave owners who then turned into communist leaders with the explicit goal of overthrowing countries and overriding people's independent freedom under the guise of offering them more freedom, more handouts. This seems to be the picture that we are painting on both sides of her family. Her mother came from a wealthy Indian communist family, okay? Now we know, or I have a suspicion, that her father as well came from a wealthy family of slave owners. I do believe that this is his true mother, not Beryl. And I'm gonna again now show you a different chart. This is just me putting together what I think the true family tree is. And obviously this is gonna take a lot more investigation, but I don't know about Shamala Goplin yet. I'm still investigating her.
Where she deep dive in Kamala's life, she did not grow up like us, okay? She's so-called says she's a middle class. Everything is, I'm the middle class. I was brought up in the middle class, blah, 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 blah. This woman, her mother was I think she was a scientist, and her father was a professor. They move around. Which person you know can move from Canada to California or multiple different states that is suffering? No. So anywho, let's talk about it. Trump was in power for 4 years. Obama was in power for 8 years. Democrats been in power for the last 12 years. They've been in power for the last 8 years. Why are you blaming Trump? And then she said that she when he asked her, because apparently last week was very bad for her, because they asked her what could she have done different from Biden.
Done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
And she said nothing, right? So she's basically happy with the state of the country because she's not willing to change anything. So you know what that means? When if she become president, God, please don't let this alone. She will continue the same policies because she don't believe that there's no different. And she did say that her policy did not change. Her values did not change. Okay, that's exactly what she said. really went wrong with this interview is the fact that this part here, where she's blaming Trump. And she's gonna say something like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, he's like, I don't know what you mean.
79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade,
But you're
people
the
have
lever of
become.
power.
But listen, over the last decade, it is clear to me, and certainly the Republicans who are on stage with me.
You're talking gibberish. Like, I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You can't. I literally believe that their strategy for this interview was to come on Fox and talk bad about Trump. That's what she did. She did not come on Fox to tell the conservative people that watch Fox about her policies. She literally came on Fox just to say Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad. That's exactly what she did. And I truly believe that this was a horrible interview, the worst interview ever. But you know what? Let me play some videos from the liberal media saying how well this interview went.
That was a home run because she sent the one message that needs to be sent, which was, I will go anywhere at any time and show the courage necessary to speak to every American, because that's what a real president does. The primary critique against her prior to this point was that she was not doing enough interviews. No one thought that the Fox News interview was going to go swimmingly every step of the way. Everyone knew it would be adversarial, but she showed exactly what she needed to show, which was that she is a leader ready to be president on day one.
Like what? Because they're trying to sell us. They're trying to tell us, right, that Kamala was a good candidate for president, when 3 months ago she was one of the worst vice president in U.S. history. But the media did a good job of changing her. Now she's considered to be the second coming, right? That's what they're trying to portray her as, and no one is falling for it. I'm not falling for it. I don't care. Listen, I keep telling people I don't care about Donald Trump personality. I don't care. I don't care. What I care about is his policies, and his policies are better. Now, I think the worst part of this interview is when apparently her handlers stopped the interview. They stopped it early. First of all, she was late, and then they kept on raising their hands while the guy was asking questions. You know, because they know that she did horrible. But listen, I had to take a break from my YouTube page because apparently they shadow banned my page. I believe one of the videos I talked about, I don't know what I spoke about, but one of the videos, after I upload that video, all of a sudden I upload videos and my maximum views are like 3. I had to delete some videos. Like, YouTube need to get it together. Like, they are so woke. Like, and I'm here trying to share my conservative feelings and ideas, and they're not allowing conservative. They're so anti-conservative. But let me know something. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Have a blessed day.